I want to show you something uncomfortable about your bookshelf. If you are anything like most ambitious adults I work with, you have a stack of unread books on your nightstand. You have podcasts you bring through every day. You finish a course in February, another one in April. You listen to an audiobook every 2 weeks. You are the most well-read person in every room you walk into. And be honest with yourself. You are running your life almost exactly the way you ran it 3 years ago. Today, I want to talk about the gap between what we take in and what we actually become, and why smart adults, especially ambitious ones, are particularly easy to fool on this. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Farzin. This is Paya Wheel of Life. We are on the third of 8 areas today, mind and growth. This one is going to be a little uncomfortable. If you are someone who reads, learns, listens, and thinks of yourself as someone who is always growing, this video is for you. And it will not feel entirely good. That's okay. Truth that is comfortable is rarely useful. Here's the frame I want you to hear. A mind that stops learning starts shrinking. There is no neutral. But, and this is the part most people miss, the real risk to most smart adults is not falling behind. The risk is the opposite. It's the flood of good information taken in at high speed, mistaken for growth, because it feels like growth. You finish a book, you feel smarter. You took notes, you mark the good parts. 6 months later, you cannot remember the main point. And nothing in your life has changed. This is the most common form of being stuck in successful adult. Not failing to learn, failing to apply. So, let us get clear about what learning actually is. Real learning is not collecting information. Real learning is the moment a new idea changes a decision you make tomorrow. By that test, most of what we call learning is not learning. It's mental entertainment. I do not mean that as an insult. Mental entertainment is wonderful. I love a good podcast. I love a well-written book. There is nothing wrong with taking in ideas because they are enjoyable. The mistake is calling that growth and then wondering why your life is not changing. The mind grows in only one of 2 ways. The first is by holding an idea so deeply that it changes how you act. This is slow. It's not pretty. It does not look like progress on social media, but it's the real thing. The second is by being truly changed by an experience you could not have planned for. Travel sometimes does this. Loss does this. Love does this. Real teachers do this. None of these are easy to scale. None of these are efficient. All of them are real. Reading is not enough. Not thinking is not enough. Even teaching is not enough. The test of learning is always the same. Is the next decision different from what I would have been? There is a second pattern I want you to see. This one is more dangerous because almost no one names it. I call it the expert trap. Once you have built professional skill in one field, every new idea has to pass through that skill to reach your mind. Engineers learn engineering things. Psychologists learn psychology things. CEOs learn CEO things. Lawyer learns lawyer things. The lane gets narrower year by year quietly. By the time most experts are 45, they have stopped learning outside their field. Not because they cannot, but because being a beginner again is too uncomfortable. This is the great cost of being good at one thing for a long time. You become the person who knows, and the person who knows has a very hard time being the person who does not know. But the mind that does not know, the mind that is willing to be a beginner, is the only kind of mind that actually grows. A growing mind is one that is still willing to be wrong, still willing to be a beginner, still willing to read something that disturbs the comfortable shape of what it already believes. This is hard. It is harder at 40 than at 30. It is harder at 50 than at 40. It does not get easier on its own. It's a discipline. So here is what I would like you to do this week. It would sound smaller than it is. Pick one book, one podcast, one video, one article from the last 6 months that you truly admired. Just one. Go back to it. Open it again. Find the specific ideas inside it that you said at that time, I should do that. Then, and this is the work, do it once this week before you start a new book. Do not start a new book until you have done it. Do not subscribe to a new podcast. Do not buy a new course. Just do that one thing. It's not impressive. It's not pretty. It will not feel like growth. It will feel uncomfortably small. But it is the only thing that turns reading back into learning. If this video touched something in you, the full Paya Wheel of Life document is at payaacademy.com. It has a full chapter on mind and growth with 5 questions designed to catch the kind of self-deception smart adults are best at. If you want to keep doing this work together, the most useful thing you can do is subscribe to this channel. One short conversation per week on one of the 8 areas of the life that holds up. Until next time, read less, apply more. The mind grows in only one direction, toward the things you do not yet understand.